by look wise, and then he said about I think he said she's beautiful. So in two separate occasions he said, but I didn't hear him say it to her. He said it in the confessionals, but I didn't hear him say it to her. That was my thing that kind of made me a little bit, okay, I got to be very careful now. I got to open my eyes and just look at the situation a little bit more. And so what's going to happen here? Now, I didn't really see that he complimented her on her body and said, you know, I love her back and loved her body, but I didn't necessarily hear him verbally say that to her in the moment. So, you know, that is what I was waiting for, to kind of see that part. But we didn't necessarily get it. So that is interesting enough to say, and interesting enough to kind of see. So I'm not gonna discount the fact that, you know, sorry, that it may be a looks wise thing. You know, so that's all I'm gonna say in that situation. Then I also said he's not as strong as he likes to think he is. Okay, all right. He's not as strong as he likes to think he is. Okay, so the strength that he's projecting, my fear, again, another fear that I have for them in going in a relationship also is that whilst he may seem strong now, the fact that he said, I need to be babied, makes me fear. Okay? The fact that he needs to be babied made me fear. Okay? So when he said, obviously, you know, you know, that, you know, he needs to be babied and he Latin, I said, oh, no. You see, and my fear is that when men get to a place like that, they don't do what women do, right? Where they, you know, let me not say women do. Let me rephrase that, because that makes it gender specific. Let me go back. Scrap what I just said there. Let me say this again. The need to want to be babied comes with very much certain implications. When you want to be babied, you're not very strong, which means you can't be her strength because you're going to want to be babied, right? What this has given me, my dad said something to me, and I said this to somebody. My dad said something to me. He said, when I was dating a particular girl, he said, you're not ready. You're not a man yet. I'm looking at him like, Negro, I'm a man at this point. You know what I'm saying to you? I pay my own bills. But he said, no, you're not a man yet. So this girl will run you into the ground. And I was like, yo, what? And I'm saying this like this. When a man has to tend to too many emotional wounds within himself, he can never offer the strength he needs to offer to a woman. Let me pause. I want you to just, I'm going to edit this part for you guys, right? When a man has to tend to too many emotional wounds, i.e., I want to be a baby, I want to be affirmed, I want to be validated, all that kind of stuff, right? He can never be a woman's strength. Because the life's woes and troubles will come and he will reflect back onto survival mode. And the wounds that he's carrying that have not healed will soon become open and sore once more again, and he will need tending to. And so instead of you having a man that's going to be your refuge and your strength and your strong tower, he will crumble and he will make you the person who's going to become the strength, the tower, and make you the person who's going to be, he's relying on. And usually what that happens is he goes out there and he cheats. Like a dirty dog that he is. And I'll tell you why he goes and cheats. Because he's going to come out and say this. That woman made me feel like a king. That woman made me feel like a man. Ain't nothing to do with you, you know. That woman out there made me feel like I could do anything. My friend, wake up. Okay? My friend, wake up. Okay? Wake up. You need strength. Okay? So why I'm saying this, and I know you guys, someone mentioned about Randall from Married at First Sight. Different scenario, because the other person, Stacey, was very strong. That Stacey and AD are two different people. Like Stacey and AD are way too different, so they're not even in the same league, right? But when it comes to this particular situation, because of AD and her being much more softer and her being all giggly, because you know what, she just finds him so attractive already as well, and his voice, and she's so smitten. Okay, all right. That's where my fear comes into play, right? And that constant need of validation might not end at your partner. It will end at other people too. Wanting to always wanting to be validated can also come from external sources. That's where your trouble gonna start too, right? So he's not as strong as he wants to make out, and that's my trouble. I need that. I hope he continues the therapy that he's doing. Okay, so if he's continuing the therapy, fantastic. We need him to continue the therapy going forward. Because if he doesn't, the emotional wounds potentially could start speaking the loudest and ruin the relationship and bring it to destruction. I'm not saying it can't work. I'm saying what needs to be worked on. Completely different, okay? So please, ladies, if a man's got too many emotional wounds, he can't express himself, and he doesn't know how to be emotionally present, he doesn't know how to be emotionally intelligent, doesn't know how to say sorry, all of he's so arrogant. I'm telling you, it's going to come out. It's going to come up later on. Okay, it's going to come up later on. So I wonder if sex will cover their relationship, because it looked like he was really in love with her, but he was kissing her shoulder, everything, but kissing her shoulder, the back, the neck. I saw it. I just felt like it was a little bit naughty, but hey, I'm not gonna judge it too early. It's just what my initial thoughts were. Okay, all right, just my initial thoughts. Okay, all right. And so that's my thing. You're absolutely right, Jay.